Okay, good morning and good evening, everyone. Just give us a few minutes. Shrikant will give a minute and then we can get started.
Yeah, certainly, Vidya. We'll give it a minute, and yeah, I think we're almost 3 minutes past the hour, but yeah, we can give it one more minute. So request everybody to be patient for just 1 minute and we'll start. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, let's get started, Barsha.
Yes.
Just a quick preview. Today, we are primarily covering product updates. It's probably like 2-3 weeks since we have all met. So the coverage will be around the usual product release updates. We have a few things around AI reports and also how we're going to support on-prem. So with that, I'll have Barsha take over the call. And please feel free to put in any questions on chat. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the agenda that we have for today's partner call. Product update. We'll have a couple of compliance assessments that we have added, some changes in the ticketing template, then the premium module that we have for documentation, which includes software asset management, asset documentation, and company documentation. Enhancement to Meraki integration, and a couple of UI updates for report failures. On the new feature segment, we have the new AI reports. We have rolled out 3 new AI reports and consolidated new sign-up email. Go to the next slide. So we are rolling out Cyber Essential Willow, which is the latest version of Cyber Essential. So this is currently in the final phase of testing, and we should be able to roll it out in 1 or 2 days. So what we are doing right now is that we are keeping the old version Montpellier as well as the new version, because we have quite a few partners who are using the older version. So we'll work on a strategy how we can move all of them to Willow. But as of now, we'll be supporting both the versions of Cyber Essential. We also modified the PCI DSS assessment. Again, this was already there, but this includes 9 different types of assessment questionnaire. So earlier, before this rollout, all of it was clubbed into one template and one assessment. And now what we have done, we have categorized into 9 different segments. So each of these categorizations, as you can see, SAQA, SAQA, EP, B-IP, all of this refers to different business entities. So as per whichever category of business your company falls into, you can select that template and you can do an assessment for that. So it need not be all the assessments. You can only have SAQA or SAQB, whichever makes sense for your business and your company. So that's the categorization and the update that we have done with PCI DSS. Okay, so the next one is the asset tags and ticketing template. So this was a requirement from one of our partners in the Australia region. wherein they wanted the tickets to be created based on the asset tags, because this was not currently there in our ticketing template, as well as for the default tickets. So we added these asset tags, as you can see, both the auto tags as well as the manual tags as keys when you're creating custom ticketing template. This is also available for the default tickets. So currently what you can see is that in the description, these tags will be appearing, the asset tags will be appearing. So it makes working on these tickets more easier in terms of that, which assets are affected with the vulnerabilities. All right, so just to minimize this. On the software asset management updates, so again, we had quite a few feedback from our partners, and one of the feedback was that if we can show the associated CV count. So we have a tab, a module which says the software version mismatches. We maintain the latest software, the latest versions of the softwares in our repository, and what is the version in the users environment. So once we compare those, the mismatch comes up, and this is where we are showing that due to the mismatch, which are the associated CV count. So here these count, they are clickable. Again, clicking on these count will actually take you to the CVE details, the screenshot here with what is the CVE, the affected software, and the description. So this was one of the update that we implemented for the software asset management. The next one is that initially we were only showing the users which were associated with an Active Directory, but now we have removed that dependency. Any user, any asset which has an asset owner as the user, we'll be listing all of those in the users section in the software asset management module. The next one is an update that we did in the asset documentation. So initially we were saying that there are four asset fields that are mandatory for an asset documentation to happen. They were MAC address, IP, hostname, and system type. So with that, we rolled out our initial phase of asset documentation. Again, upon multiple feedbacks, what we have done is that because there are many fields that needs to be entered in order to complete the asset documentation, we are giving this ability to the users to select that which are the fields they want to keep as mandatory and which as optional, instead of forcing them upon the 4 fields that we rolled out in the first phase. So here, this is a mandatory field setting that we have introduced, wherein we are showing all the fields like it shows here, and the user can come and enable that which are the fields according to their infrastructure is mandatory for the asset documentation to be completed. So whichever fields are selected here and saved, only those fields would be required as a mandatory field when the asset documentation is being done. So again, it's fully customized instead of having default mandatory field values. So once these mandatory fields are there in your asset documentation, this will say that your asset documentation is complete. And if they're not there, then it will show as partial. All right, so we made some changes in the company documentation also. So we introduced event set for expiring contracts. So again, this is like an alerting mechanism that we have kept so that the users know that which contracts are going to expire in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. So you can enable for all of them or for either of them. So once these events are enabled, they will generate alerts, and then the user can act upon. They will be aware that, okay, there are contracts which are going to expand, which are going to expire, and they can act upon it. So this is how the alerts will look like. Same like we have other events and alerts. But this was very necessary for the users to be knowing that which are their expiring contracts. In the same way, we have also shown these in the UI also, expiring in 90 days, 60 days, and 30 days. Again, something which creates an alert, and there is visibility that what are my active contracts and which are going to expire, so that they can work on the renewal process. All right, so on the Cisco Meraki integration, we have introduced the Meraki sites in the network. This was also upon partner feedback, wherein they want to map the different sites on network within a company, which was earlier not there. Earlier, it was only mapping Meraki company to the Connect Secure company, but now within a company, you can map the sites as well. So upon selection of the company, the sites pertaining to this particular company will only pop up, and you can do the mapping. Report scheduler. So again, on the report scheduler jobs, most of the time when the job gets completed, we show here it's completed, but a completed job status does not always mean that it's a successful job. So now what we are doing in the description, we are saying that whether a scheduled job has failed or it has been sent. So you can see two screenshots. First one, it says that it's a failed scheduler job, and failed 3.3. That's the name of the scheduler. My bad. So here it says that the scheduler job has been completed and the email notification has been sent successfully. So, and the above one, it says that it is failed. So all this will help our users know that whether a scheduled report, which was supposed to be happen at a particular time, did the report notification or the email notification has been received or not. So all this again will help the user to know that why it failed and which one failed. All right, so on the AI report side, we have 3 new reports, but before that, just a few notes. We are working on the on-premise AI reports deployments, and in order to do that, the partners will be having to use their own GPT keys. So we are making the AI reports for on-prem as an integration, wherein they will have to set up their own GPT keys. And this is, however, not mandatory for SaaS deployments. For SaaS, the partners can either choose to use their own, but they can also use our shared GPT keys. So this is how it will look like. So in the integrations module, something like this of AI reports, we will have a separate integration. Upon clicking this integration, there will be 3 fields, name of the integration and the OpenAI API key. So this is what the partner has to enter. This is a mandatory step and field for on-prem partners. For SaaS, it is optional, and then map the selected associated company. So this is how the on-prem AI reports are going to work. We will keep you updated once we roll it out for our on-prem partners. All right, so before I move to the last update, I'll just quickly come to the new reports that we have rolled out. The first one is the remediation report. So this remediation report is consists of the top 10 products by vulnerability count. So as you can see, we have a tabular display here of the products that have the highest number of vulnerability and the OS of the machines. The second section includes the EPS-based remediation status by product. So here we have the EPS categorization that you see in the remediation plan within the portal. So what we are trying to show here is that we are trying to show here the SLA compliant and the SLA breached count. So what does this mean? So in the EPS's range, which is greater than equal to 0.95, we are seeing there are 3 pending SLA compliant. So basically within the SLA, which is 3 days for greater than 0.95, we are seeing that 3 pending remediations are there. So The next one is pending SLA breached. So here the SLA has been breached. There are two pending remediations. SLA breach, so beyond 3 days. So these pending remediations are aged more than 3 days, and hence it's called as, we are naming it as breached. So similarly, for remediated also, anything which is remediated within the SLA is your remediated SLA compliant, and the one which is remediated outside the SLA, that will be remediated SLA breached. So depending upon the EPS's date range, we are saying whether it is compliant or it is pending, both the pending remediations as well as the remediated ones. The next section we are showing here, the pending remediations, again, OS-wise, and remediated OS-wise. So as you can see, the blue section is for Mac OS. We are showing it for Windows, Mac, and others. Same for pending as well as for remediated. Again, this is kind of a trend graph for the last 3 months. What's the resolved versus pending remediation? So as you can see, for the current month, the number of pending remediations is quite high compared to the last month. So this is again a distribution in the EPS's score distribution, the count of products, and the entire EPS's date range is given here. These are the AI insights, the strengths and the weaknesses. And again, we have some matrix severity of remediations. So this is all last 30 days data. How many pending remediations are there? How many resolved remediations are there of critical severity? Same for high, medium, and low. Okay, so again, here we have the remediation progress. So what we are doing here is that we are calculating the pending remediations and the remediated in the last 30 days and the 30 days before the last 30 days. So it's basically 30 to 60 days. So we are seeing that how has been the progress from the last 60 days to last 30 days. And as you can see that in the last 30 days, in the last 30 to 60 days, the remediated count is 0. So we see that there is 100% improvement in the number of remediations in the last 30 days. And then we have the get well plan. And below we have the appendix, which so here the detail a table is given of the pending critical, high, medium, low, and resolved remediation. So this is currently something which we have in our standard reports today. We are trying to give the detailed view in the appendix section so that the summarized view can be used for our C-levels who are viewing this report. The next one is the vulnerability report. Again, vulnerability assessment. It starts with the executive summary and the number of critical, high, medium, low vulnerabilities. Some key findings in the executive summary of the critical, high, medium, low. And then we have the findings based on the top 5 vulnerable software. So we are still working on the UI a bit. As we can see here that Chrome is the topmost product, which is vulnerable, and the vulnerable, which is having the highest count of vulnerability. So these vulnerabilities fall in the range of 0 to 0.94, and this is the base range. Similarly, for Firefox, Python, AnyDesk, and Microsoft, we are listing the count of vulnerabilities in what EPS's range they fall and what is the base range. And that's how it makes them the top 5 vulnerable software. Again, these are some strategic security insights. These are all AI-driven. And then we have the appendix, which is again the detailed tabular view of the vulnerabilities, critical, high, medium. So this goes a little long. This is for any detail, any specific numbers if you're looking for. Otherwise, the top part of the report, the upper section, it's the entire summarized view of the vulnerability assessment report. So I'll go to the third one. This is the customized report. So what we have done here is that this option is, this is a global option where we are allowing the user to create customized reports. So currently we have started with Active Directory, Security Report Card, and Compliance section. As we go ahead, we'll be adding more such blocks and more such functionality to the customized report. So this will enable the user to create their own reports by dragging and dropping any of these blocks. So you can have an Active Directory block clubbed with the compliance block. So as per your requirement, you create a template, and then these templates you apply to the companies where you want to generate these customized report. So again, by default, if we do an apply default, all of these modules come in the right section. As you can see, I just did an apply default, and all these blocks are there with all the options enabled. But again, as this is customized report, you can go and disable any one of these. And then once you're done, you can save the template. So here I've already created some template. So this is one of the template that I have created. So if I select any one of the pre-selected template, it loads that. So what we'll do is that next we go to a particular company and we will make sure that we use the template that we created. So here, as you can see, the other 4 AI reports are there. This is the custom report option. We click on this custom report option, click on next, and then the blocks appear here for custom reporting. Again, you can select from the predefined templates that we have already done at the global level. So we come here as soon as I'll just show you. As soon as I select the template, it says that template Barsha_custom is loaded into the canvas. So now once the template is there, you can just proceed in generating the report. It takes around 2 minutes to generate this report, and this is how it looks like. So this is a name that I had given to the custom report, and this is the AD summary. As I said, we are right now brought into the AD blocks, the compliance block and the security scorecard block, but we are enhancing it more, and we'll make sure that most of the modules that we are including in the AI reports, all of these blocks are included in this custom report so that the users can generate as per their wish. So with this AI reports, I'm done. I'll just go back to the last update. All right, so this is the consolidated new sign up email. So today when a user signs up, they receive 3 emails. The first one, which is the verification email, upon which once the email is verified, there is an option to set the password. And once the password is set, then the solutions engineered email that comes, and the one with the resources. So all of this was leading to a little bit cumbersome process. What did we do is that we consolidated all these 3 emails into one. So with step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. So we will just, it's like a wizard wherein you have to just follow all the steps, and you're done, and your trial is created. So the first step is verify your email. So the main process of the sign up remains the same. It's just that we have consolidated the email that comes initially, which was 3, we made it into 1. So this is the verification email. Once you click on verify my email, you verify your email, you set up the password. And once the password is set up, you can use the login URL is here, the tenant name is here. So you can click on this URL. Username is here, password has been set. So you're good to start onboarding your companies. Step 3 is the solutions engineer detail that comes up. And shortly the solution engineer will be reaching out to you. And step 4 is the different documentation link, the new trial setup, how to install an agent, onboarding guide, videos, pricing document, all of the necessary links and resources that would be required by a new user. All of this is there. So this is one email, easier to use and to understand for the users. And with this, I finish the product updates for today. So open to questions.
Yeah, thank you, Barsha. I know there were a lot of questions. We hope we have answered. I know Doug and Caesar have also pitched in. If there's anything which the quorum wants to ask, we are happy to take it up. Shrikant, is there anything specific you want to go over?
No, I think this is great, Vidya. So there's nothing else we can close. Thank you. Thank you, Vidya. Thanks, Barsha.
Yeah, just
As
one
always, thanks,
question.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
sorry, go ahead.
one question I missed is these reports will be available in a week. We are just doing the final reviews, internal reviews. They will be available in production across all the regions. You'll also get it in German, French, Italian, along with English. So I hope more people can use it. Okay. Yeah. I think that was the last question.
All right. So thanks, everyone, and have a appreciate as always you joining the call and have a great rest of the day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.